Bismillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. I think we should be live, inshallah. Bismillah, we should be live. Let me check everything's working the way it should be, like always. Then we can jump straight into our lesson. Alhamdulillah. Now, here we are. Now, so let's get started. Let's start. Let's resume from where we were. Bismillah.
Now, whether this is also another naat, you will say this is also a naat, because we are now describing about the book. But Al-Lazi is a ismu mawsul.
Ismu mawsul, surat al-mawsul.
Yeah, no, kitab. You will say it for the kitab. You will say for the Al-Lazi. Okay, but that ismu mawsul. What will follow?
Here we are. If I'm not mistaken. أين الكتاب ذو أوكي غلاف أين الكتاب ذو الغلاف الأحمر الذي كان في غرفتي. So if الذي is another not, then كان في غرفتي is our. We say الذي is اسم موصولة. So whenever we have اسم موصولة, we need to have صلة الموصول. Okay, صلة الموصول. The thing that how do you call it in English? Relative pronoun is referring to. Okay, we have a relative pronoun. That's that. So what is this that referring to? It's referring to كان في غرفتي. Okay, that is our Silatul Mawsul.
Silatul Mawsul, remember? We haven't done it, but inshallah we will keep on doing and you will get stronger and stronger. Kana fi ghurfati. Kana is the verb.
Wait a moment, I think. Al-Ahmari, let me write Al-Lazi. I forget to write Al-Lazi. That is another Ahmari. Then we have Al-Lazi. كان في غرفتي. Okay. And also, so right, let's write it. It's also ismu mawsula. And this is what? Silatul Mawsul. Now.
And then fi ghurfati. How many words are there? Fi ghurfati. Three. Fi harf jar. غرفتي اسم مجرور وهو مضاف and يا متكلم مضاف إليه. ما شاء الله. Okay, I think here I have to explain you a little bit, brother. Are you with me? I had explained to you before. Do you remember, brothers and sisters?
No, filo tamo, the filo tamo, and then filo nafi. What was that? Forget it. But obviously the one it was the verb. We have two types of verb. One it is complete, and the other one it's incomplete. So for the complete verb, it's like samirtu, dhahaba, and those kind of verb. They are complete. Okay, you don't need to add something because in it we have the fi'l and the fa'il in it. But then we have the verb that they are incomplete. Like for example, kana, or laysa. This is the two verbs that we saw so far that were incomplete. And this type of verb, they need a khabar. They need a khabar because if you say kana means is what, okay? Is what you need some news about is he is what he is what, or laysa he's not what is not, what is not, okay? That's why we say they are incomplete. So we need what, a khabar to make it incomplete. And obviously if you need a khabar that means that you need a jumlatu ismiya,
complete verb and incomplete verb. Have we done any incomplete words so far?
Yeah, kana and laysa.
Incomplete verb we have done so far. What was that? Laysa. Laysa, remember?
No. So
Laysa has ism and laysa has a khabar.
No.
It is incomplete. Okay. Now when you say jalasa, he sat, there's a complete sense in it.
No.
When you say akala, he ate. Fine. But if you say kana, what is the meaning of kana?
He is.
He was.
He was. Oh, sorry. He was.
You are still waiting for something. It means this verb itself is not complete.
No. And also we have to add, because from what we learned, kana and laysa, they don't have mudaria. Okay, they're only madi. They don't have mudaria. So I was mistaken to say he is. He was in the past tense. Okay, they don't have mudaria.
When you use this word, there is no complete sense. Something else has to be added. Another predicate has to come.
No, khabar.
To complete the sense from the sentence.
No.
Are you with me?
No.
So kana is an incomplete verb. Okay. And then all the incomplete verbs, brother, they do not have file. What have they? Ism.
Okay.
Huh?
We have to write it, guys. We have to write it. Okay. All the incomplete verb
we learned in Laysa, but I think it has kept incomplete verb.
No.
Okay. And then all the incomplete verbs, brother, they do not have file.
Okay. They do not have file. Okay, files what they do of the action.
What have they?
Ism.
Ism. Huh? We learned in Laysa, but I think it has escaped your mind.
That's why we say we need a jumlatul ismiya, because if you need a ismu, the ismu is coming where? The ismu is coming from the jumlatul ismiya.
Complete verbs will have ism, and if they have ism, they will have
khabar.
Khabar.
Okay.
And if there is a khabar, remember khabar is of 5 kinds.
No. And if we have ism, we will have khabar. Khabar, if you remember, are 5 types. Okay.
Inna and anna are particles. Kana is a verb. So we should not confuse that.
No. In an a particle.
Huh? Kana is a verb. Inna is a particle.
No.
Huh? So inna also has ism. Because inna, what does inna?
So we don't have to confuse the two of them, yeah? Because whenever we have inna, we say we need ismu inna, okay? Then obviously we have the khabaru inna, but those two, one is verb, one is particle.
What does inna do, brother and sister? It emphasizes, but it changes mubtada into ism.
Now, if we, the thing that maybe you can confuse, but it shouldn't be confusing, because for ismu, for inna or anna, we say that will the ismu inna, the ismu inna will be in the mansub case, okay? So you put him a fatah, but for the khabar inna, it's normal. In which case it should be, will go, okay? It's not mandatory to be in the mansub case. In which case, if it's followed by harfu jar, then it will be in the majrur case, like how we saw in the previous example or exercise. But if it's not follow or by not follow, if it is not, how do we say it, preceded by a preposition, ism harfu jar, then obviously it will be in the marfu case, okay? As for the kana and laysa, this incomplete verb, the ismu will be in the marfu case, normally marfu case, but the khabar will be in the mansub case, okay? Will be in the mansub case with fatah. This is what we are learning when we cover kana and laysa.
And the same thing will happen here. It will also change mubtada into ism kana. But kana is a verb.
No.
When you use kana, then you have jumla failure.
No.
When you use inna, you still have jumla ismiya.
No.
Huh? This thing has to be kept in mind. Huh? When you use inna, it is jumla ismiya.
No.
But when you use kana, then it is jumla failure. Okay, brothers and sisters?
You can write it. Okay, obviously we already wrote it, but it's good to write it.
So kana, okay, it's an incomplete word, brothers and sisters. Kana, what is the root of kana?
Kauna.
Ka wa nun.
No.
Huh? It is kawana.
Kawana.
What is the?
Kawana.
Kawana.
Every time you see like kana, ja'a, what else we have learned? Ja'a, okay, those kind that you only see two letters, because one obviously is alif, is like a madda. They have like wow, and what's the other one that we learned? Let me search for it if I can find it. It's another that we learned last time. Nam, like ja'a, okay, like ja'a. What is like qala, okay? Qala also is qawala, okay? Jawa'a, ja'a, jawa'a, okay? and those kind of things. Now, obviously we saw ja or qala from when we saw the example from the adjective. You see, atashanu, jaw'anu, and we say that they have the patterns of fa'lanu. But then when we put them in the feminine, okay, singular, we have ja'la, okay, fa'la. So jaw'anu will come jaw'a. But then we say for the plural, even for the plural, masculine or feminine, the pattern is fi'alun. Okay, this is the pattern, and obviously we say that what was ja'a. You see, you have only ja'a, and we say fi'alun. So fi'alun. So from ja'a, you can say you could say jawa'un. Okay, jawa'un, what is incomplete, is incorrect, because we say that from when we put the kasra, it's more appropriate to put the yaun, so it will become jiya'un. Okay, this is how it's going to become jiya'un.
We are going to learn more in detail.
Inshallah.
But kana is madi. What is the mudariya?
It's not
Yakunu. What is it?
yakunu.
Yakunu. Are you with me, brothers and sisters?
Yes.
Now, this is a weak verb because in the middle there is a waw which change into alif. Okay?
Okay, so let's write this, guys. Let's write it. Kana. Root form is kawana. Okay. Kawana. And kan obviously is madi. For is mudariya is yakunu.
So the conjugation will not be normal. Will not be normal. We can only go up to, in the middle there is a waw which change into alif. Okay? So the conjugation will not be normal. Will not be normal. We can only go up to 5. Ready, brother and sister? Kana, kana, kanu, kanat, kanata. But then it changes. Okay? We will wait till we get there. So the conjugation will not be normal. Will not be normal. We can only go up to 5. Ready, brother and sister? Kana, kana, kanu, kanat, kanata. But then it changes. Okay? We will wait till we get there.
Inshallah.
If we come across another verb, I will tell you. Mudari is easy, but again, it's tricky. We will leave it till we do all of them together, inshallah. Or if we come across later on, we'll do it, brother. So, kana, no, what is the speciality of kana? That kana will have ism. In other words, every naqis verb will have ism. No. And then it will have khabar. Okay, brothers and sisters? So here is the speciality of kana. Kana will have ism marfu. What is it? Ism marfu. Marfu.
That's right.
You want to write down shortly, brother? Kana is opposite of inna. Are you with me? Okay, tell me inna. What is the speciality of inna? Ism mansoob and khabar marfu. No. Make it opposite now. Kana ism will be marfu and khabar mansoob. That's all. The same thing with Laysa. Because Laysa is a sister of Kana. Are you with me? So here I give you example. Kana Muhammadun.
We saw it, this one, we saw it.
Muhammadun Taliban. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Kana Muhammadun Taliban. What is the answer? What is the translation? Muhammad was a student. Muhammad was a student. So where is Ismu Kana? Muhammad. Where is Khabar Kana?
Taliban.
Taliban. Taliban. You got to keep that in mind. Kanat. Aminatu. What will I say now? Talibatan. Talibatan. Now, this is not explained by Dr. Abdurrahim now. It comes later on.
No.
But there's no harm in studying a little bit. Not too much. Yes, Sister Elsa?
Not too much, huh?
Yes. 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 In other words, Sister Elsa, all naqis verbs will have ism, marfu, and khabar, mansoob. Kala is not naqis. Kala is not deficient. You do not, you are confusing yourself. When I say naqis, it can have two meanings. Naqis in the sense of incomplete. Are you with me?
No.
When I say naqis, it is opposite to tamun. And if I say
tam is full.
If I say sound, salim means sound, healthy, and then opposite of sound and healthy, I say naqis. Here it means weak.
Okay.
Are you with me?
No.
So do not confuse yourself. Okay? We are going to learn in detail. Inshallah, you will not be confused.
Inshallah.
Don't try to go any further than this. It will not help us. When we come to the river, we will figure out how to cross it. Right now the river is far, so we should not worry about it.
Inshallah.
Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Now, kana ism is marfu, sahi, and khabar can be of five kinds. If the khabar is one word, then it will be mansoob.
No, sorry.
Or it can be jar majrur shubu jumla. Are you with me?
No.
Jar majrur shubu jumla. Or it can be zarf.
No.
Or it can be jumla failure. No, it will still be considered as a khabar kana. It is mansoob. Jar majroor is jar majroor. Jumla failure is jumla failure. But they will be treated as a khabar mansub, kana. We are going to learn all these things in detail. And you will love them, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Okay, brothers and sisters. Kana, where is the ismu kana? Where is the ismu kana? Mustatir. Here. I'm talking about kana fi ghurfati. Where is ismu kana? Mustatir taqdiruhu huwa.
Kana. Where are we? Where is the sent? Okay. كان في غرفتي. Okay. كان في غرفتي. So in this sentence, كان في غرفتي. كان يساوي فاعل ناقص. Then we have في غرفتي يساوي خبر كان. Okay. خبر كان obviously is not one word, so it cannot be it can't be in the mansub because we have a harf jar. So obviously when the harf jar come, it pull the noun into the genitive case, the majrur case. So then we have ya mutakallim also. Okay.
Okay. And where is the khabar kana? Fi ghurfati. Jar majrur shibu jumla khabar. Fine. Now, okay. See, there are so many different concepts coming in this lesson. Okay? Let me explain this also, brother. So that when it comes, inshallah, you'll have something to fall to. Okay. We are only talking about antum. Okay. What are we talking about?
Antum.
Antum. Okay? So, Ra'aytum. Where is the verb? Ra'i. Where is the file? Tum. Right now we are considering tum. No. But actually it is only tu. And meem has other definition. But for the sake of simplicity, at the moment we say tum is file.
Inshallah.
Then when we go further in detail, then even we will break down tum into two things.
Inshallah.
Tu and meem. Later on. Huh? Tum is the file. Huh? If I say, Araitum al-kitaba. What is the translation?
I saw the book.
Did you see the book?
Araitum.
So, here there is a sukoon, brother. Araitum al-kitaba. Now I want to join them. So what will I say?
Araitumul kitaba.
Araitumul kitaba. Because there is a sukoon here. Huh? So when you have raitum with a proper noun and al, then you will only give dhamma. Are you with me? But when you have raitum with a pronoun coming as a mafulun bihi, here the noun came, proper noun with definite noun came with mafulun bihi.
No.
Huh? Okay. If it was
I try to understand
only
it and then
a noun with tanween, for example, what will you say? Araitum Muhammadan, then there is no need for dhamma on meme. Are you with me?
No.
How will you pronounce? Araitum
Muhammadan.
How will you say? Araitum
Muhammadan.
Are you with me?
No.
Araitum Muhammadan, then there is no need for
Dhamma.
Dhamma. Huh? Okay. But if you say Araitum al-kitaba, then you will say Araitumul kitaba. Huh? Now, brothers and sisters, I want to put.
And this is the new concept, inshallah.
I want to put who there. What do I want to put there? Who? As a mafulun bihi.
No.
Now what will happen?
Dhamma, ra'aytumuhu.
Arai. Now you will have to have here a wow, extra wow. Only in antum. Huh? And then if you have wow here, you will give dhamma. So what you will say now? Araytumuhu.
No.
Huh?
This is similar like Abu. When you put it in the mudaf, you give it wow.
Araytum. Who?
Let's write it. Okay. So we say when we have ara'aytum with obviously ara'aytum with school, and then we have a noun that is definite. Obviously having the al. Obviously the al. It's we say it's hamzatul wasl. It's a hamza of assimilation, so we don't pronounce it. But so then we have three letters that they have sukun. Mim have sukun. Hamzatul wasl, we don't pronounce it. It's like silent. Then we have the lam, that's also silent, which is sukun. We don't pronounce it, so it's going to be difficult to pronounce the letter or to make it fluent. Okay, to pronounce the sentence fluent. If not, we are going to say ara'aytum, then al-kitaba. Okay, so to make everything fluent, we will add this wow, this dhamma to the mim. We say ara'aytumul kitaba. Okay, let's write it. I don't have. So here we already know it. Send it smoothly. Okay, and then we have the case ara'aytum Muhammadan. Okay, yeah, we don't need it. So by ara'aytum Muhammadan, we say because we have the next letter have a vowel, vowel sign. Okay, then we have ara'aytum who. Okay, Then we have the last one, ara'aytum, who. So we say that in order to put in order here we so let's write it. So whenever we want to add an attached pronoun to will add noun. So will be رأيتم. Then by adding this wow, will give Dhamma to Mimu. Bismillah.
Raitum, then a proper noun came with al, and I put only Dhamma. But if I have a pronoun coming as a mafulun bihi with Raitum, then I will change it into a Ra'ai to. Now this is what will happen. Are you with me? Then you will add wow.
Unattached. Let's write it better.
Raitumu. Now this is extra.
So the attached pronoun, it has to come as semafulu bihi, okay?
And then you will say who. Got the idea? I ask you a question. When does this happen? only in antum. So it is not difficult. Now when you read antum in the Quran or in our books, you will see if the damir is coming as a mafulun bihi, then you will see damma and waw. Look at the line, brothers and sisters. أين الكتاب ذو الغلاف الأحمر الذي كان في غرفتي.
أين الكتاب ذو الغلاف ذو الغلاف الأحمر الذي كان في غرفتي. أرأيتموه
Do you see?
No.
أرأيتموه. Why there is a waw? Because mafulun bihi is a damir. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? This thing has to be understood. And this is the way it is to be written. Brother, if I say Ara'aytumuhu, can you now analyze it? What is a? Harfu istifham. Okay. Particle of interrogation. Where is the verb?
Aitu.
Ra'ay. Where is the verb? Ra'ay. Where is the file? Tumu. For simplicity, we say tumu. And then what is this waw? Is extra.
No.
Waw is extra. And then where is our mafulun bihi? Who.
Let's write it again. So whenever we have antum and a damir coming as مفعول به will add a wow to the meme of antum. Example. رأيتموه. So our verb is feel. Then we have who.
The idea, Rai tumu. For simplicity, we say tumu, and particle of interrogation. Brother, if I say Ara'aytumuhu, can you now analyze it? What is a? Harfu istifham.
Harfun
Okay, particular interrogation. Where is the word? Brother, if I say Ara'aytumuhu, can you now analyze it? What is a? Harfu istifham.
Istifham. Article of interrogation. Harfun istifham. Let's see if it's correct. Let's write it in English. Okay, it's in Arabic. No, so let's write it the way we heard it. Harfun. It is harfun istifham. Let's see. Harfun istifham. Allahu Alam. We go back to our.
Okay, particular interrogation. Where is the verb Ra'i? Where is the verb Ra'i? Where is the file? Tumu. For simplicity, we say tumu. And then what is this waw? Is extra. Waw is extra.
No.
And then where is our mafulun bihi?
Who?
Got the idea?
No.
Ra'aytumuhu. You will have to now remember this. Okay?
Inshallah.
And there are exercises that will be doing it.
Inshallah.
But I explained you, it will be explained further inshallah later on. You got a beautiful explanation in your key also.
The question, Ara'aytumuhu.
Yes.
Is that related to anything?
Of course. It is related. Whether the question is related. Okay, here is the sentence. أين الكتاب ذو الغلاف الأحمر الذي كان في غرفتي. Where is the book with red cover which was in my room. Which was in my room.
So here obviously this dhu means possessor, owner. Okay, so in this case dhu with al-ghilafi means that possess what? That possess red cover. Cover, this is the cover, red. Cover red because ahmar is obviously is not for al-ghilaf, okay? Al-ghilaf. So the book possessing the cover red, okay? The book, where is the book possessing? Dhu means possess, possess, or owner of what? Owner of obviously one dhu com is obviously mudaf, so mudaf ilayh, so owner, possessor of obviously in English we say of red, we say the not before the manut, possessor of red cover, okay? In Arabic obviously we learned that we have the noun and then the not come later, okay? أين الكتاب ذو غلاف الأحمر. أحمر means red. الذي also not كان, then here is كان, this كان في غرفة سوا, obviously صلة الموصول for الذي, okay? صلة الموصول for الذي, and then if we want to look inside the صلة الموصول we have كان that is فعل ناقص, okay? فعل ناقص, and then obviously if you have the fi'l naqis, we need to have an ismu, and if you have an ismu, we need to have what? Khabar, okay? Khabar, and then the khabar obviously is غرفتي, في غرفتي.
Did you see it? It is related.
No.
What is أريتمه? Where is the who going to? To the book.
The book now.
It is related. Tum, he's asking his sons. Huh? It is understood. Now there is a group of, he has all his children in front of him. Araytumu, when you say tum, it means more than two.
No, plural.
It can be 10, 20, anything. Are you with me? So he's asking his children. Araytumuhu, did you see it? What is the Yusuf saying? Ana akhastuhu. Ana akhastuhu. What is akhaza? He took.
أخذ, to we learn خذ mean bring, خذ خاء انزال خذ.
Can we quickly conjugate akhaza? Ready? Akhaza, akhaza, akhadhu, akhazat, akhazata, أخذنا أخذنا أخذت أخذتما أخذتم أخذتي أخذتما أخذتن أخذت أخذنا أنا أخذته. How many words are there? أخذته.
Okay, let's write this. It's a new. أنا أخذته. Okay, أخذته. So أنا I أخذته, I took it, okay, I took it. البارحة let's write it. البارحة وخرجت نصفه Okay, here we have some new nouns. So أخذ means he took.
فعل فاعل مفعول به.
No.
What is أنا؟ مبتدا. Where is the خبر؟ جملة فعلية.
No.
أخذته.
Okay. No.
البارحة. What is البارحة? Yesterday. This is ظرف زمان.
No.
البارحة is a ظرف زمان.
Okay.
Yesterday.
Okay, you see this is zarfu. It's not common as mudaf. Okay, we said there are some zarf that they come as mudaf, and obviously we saw that if you for this zarf you just have to see if the answer the question of then or what, then they are a zarf that they behave themselves as mudaf. Okay, like we say tahta under what, okay, what under what, or qabla before what, ba'da after what. You see this type of zarf, they behave as a mudaf. And obviously you can also recognize this type of zarf that they behave as a mudaf because they don't have al. Okay, they don't have al, so it's very easy to recognize them. Anytime you see a zarf that doesn't have al, okay, and it's in the middle of a sentence, and then you can say that okay, this zarf is a zarf that's behave like a mudaf. But to be sure, to be safe, I think to ask the question what on top of what or under what, it's help. It's more helpful. So al-barihata means yesterday.
Varihata. What is al-barihata?
Okay, al-barihata means yesterday.
Yesterday. This is zarfu zaman.
Okay, yesterday we also see that yesterday we can say ams. If I'm not mistaken, ams also means yesterday. Let me be sure. It's not about being sure, it's about only ams means also yesterday. Yesterday. Okay, so we have what's the difference of this yesterday and other yesterday? Wallahu alam. We know that okay, al-barihata write it.
Al-Barihata is a Zarfu Zaman. Yesterday. Wa, brothers and sisters, and Qara'atu, fi'al, fa'il. Where is maf'ulun bihi? Nisfa. Wa huwa mudaf. And who? Mudaf ilayhi. Got the idea, brother? Nisfa, how many words are there? Two. Mudaf ilayhi. So nisfa, it is mudaf.
Yeah. So we have wa qarakta, okay, wa qaraktu, okay, wa qaraktu. So I read, you read, okay, read. What type of field is that? It's a mutaaddi or lazim. It's a mutaaddi lazim. Transitive or intransitive verb is obviously mutaaddi. It's a mutaaddi because we ask him a question. What do you read? Okay, what do you read? It has to give us an answer. Okay, nisfahu. So nisfa is our mafulu bihi. Okay, so qara sawa fa'il. Field, sorry, it's our field, and obviously 2 is our file, and then nisfa is our maf'ul bihi, وهو and then مضاف إليه. Okay, alhamdulillah.
First it is maf'ulun bihi, then it is mudaf, and then mudaf ilayhi. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. And then the father is saying,
Nisfa. What is nisfa? Obviously we learn Sahihatun was news, yeah. Was a newsletter. Sahihatun. Sorry. Did I write it? Did I make a mistake? Sahifatun, sorry. Sahifatun. Sahifatun newspaper. So nisf. Sahifatun, and this is nisfa. What is nisfa? Let's okay, nisfa, okay. I read half of it. Nisfa means half. I thought it was okay. Nisfa means half. أنا أخذته. Okay, it's a new It's a new verb. We have to learn. أخذته. أنا أخذته البارحة. وقرأت نصفه. And I read half of it. Okay. Bismillah. Majallata is our magazine.
The father is saying, أين المجلة؟ أين المجلة التي كانت تحت ذاك الكتاب? Okay, brothers and sisters.
We want to try to analyze what we can before he do it. So وأين, okay, أين, you know, المجلة مجلة مبتدأ التي اسم الموصول. We say also it's a not. Okay, it's a not for مجلة. Okay, مجلة. And obviously كان تحت ذاك الكتاب will be the صلة الموصول for التي. Then in the صلة الموصول we have كانت. Okay, كانت we say is what? كان is what? It's a فعل ناقص. Then obviously in the فعل ناقص we have an اسم. So كانت تحت, obviously تحت is تحت will be our what? Our خبر كان. ذاك الكتاب. And ذاك obviously is demonstrative pronoun. Okay, and al-kitab will be badal of ذاك. Okay, and تحت obviously is acting as a mudaf. So ذاك kitab is a mudaf ilayh. Okay, ذاك kitab is a mudaf ilayh. تحت we say is a dharf acting like a mudaf, and ذاك is a mudaf, is our mudaf ilayh. And al-kitab is the badal for ذاك. Okay.
So allati, brothers and sisters, is also coming as a naat.
No.
But it is al-ismul mawsula. So we will have a silatul mawsul. Where is our silatul mawsul? No, kanat tahtal. This is all silatul mawsul.
Alaikum
Where is the magazine? Which?
Inshallah, I need to buy a microphone. Inshallah, I will need to buy it.
Was under that book. Okay, brothers and sisters?
How are you doing? So I hope you are doing well.
Let us analyze. Kanat. What is kanat? Where is the verb? Kana. Kana is your fi'lu nakis. And what is this ta? Ta'utanisi.
No.
If I by mistake say kana, aina fa'il, you will have to correct me. And you will say, Brother Asif, there is no file here.
Do you know Arabic? I'm here trying to learn Arabic with everyone that need to learn. Yeah, it is.
Kana does not have a file. Kana has a ism. And sometimes I'll deliberately say that and wait for correction from you. Whether are you sleeping in the class or you are awake? Are you with me, brothers and sisters? So kana is the verb.
No.
Where is the ism? mustatir.
Mustatir.
See, it's a muannas, kanat. So ism is mustatir. Taqdiruhu hiya. Okay, it goes to the yadullu ala majalla.
No.
Fine, kanat. Okay, brother, where is the khabar kana? What is tahta?
Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. If it's still low.
Sharpen, what will you say? Shibu jumla khabar. Are you with me?
No.
Tahta, brother, let's get used to it. Zarf, if it comes as a khabar, we say right away. Shibu jumla khabar. And then after tahta, what comes?
Mudaf ilayhi.
What comes after tahta?
Mudaf
ilayhi.
No.
We won't say tahta mudaf, Brother Hassan. We will only say zarf. But then it will have mudaf ilayhi.
No.
So where is our mudaf ilayhi, brothers and sisters? Zaka, which is zalika.
No.
And what is the...
Badal.
Zalika, okay, zalika or zaka, same thing, brothers and sisters. Now, zalika is mudaf ilayhi. And what is mudaf ilayhi? Majroor.
No.
It is always majroor. And what is this?
Majroor is
new next noun?
case.
What is the next noun now?
Badal.
Badal, mashallah, mashallah. Alhamdulillah. Don't you feel interesting, brother? When you know all these things now. You can figure out that this is badal. This is badal. Alhamdulillah. Why it is majroor? Or is it kitabi or kitaba or kitabu?
Because the badal obviously have to follow, okay? The mubdal in everything. If the mubdal is feminine, then the badal has to be feminine. If the mubdal is masculine, then the badal has to be masculine. If the mubdal is genitive, then the badal has to be genitive. Okay? So the badal has to follow the mubdal in everything. Okay? Obviously, dhaka, it mabni. It is mabni. So mabni, it means it is fixed. So you cannot, it doesn't change uniform to indicate if it is the marfu or the majroor or the mansub case. But obviously, if we know that in which case this ismu ishara means our demonstrative pronoun. So dhaka is a demonstrative pronoun, like hada or dhalika or tilka. They are all ismu ishara. So, and this ismu ishara, they are always mabni. They are always fixed. They're always fixed. So they don't take another uniform. Their uniform is always the same. When they are going to sleep, they have the same dress. When they are going out, they have the same dress. When they are going to a party, they have the same dress. When they are going to play football, to make some inside, they have the same dress. Okay, so they doesn't change any uniform. But obviously, we have to know in which case they are, because whenever we have a badal, that like in this case, al-kitab. So you say, okay, yes, al-kitab. Which case do I have to put in? It is marfu with damma, or mansub with fatha, or majrur with kasra. Obviously, if you don't know which case it is, that's a problem. So that's why takhta, we say takhta is a dharf, and that is an act. Sorry, it's a dharf. It's a dharf, and there are those type of dharf that when they came, they act like a mudaf, and obviously when we have a mudaf, we also have a mudaf ilayh. So that's why takhta is acting as is zarf, acting like a mudaf, and then dhaka is a mudaf ilayh. And the mudaf ilayh, it's always in the majroor case. So al-kitab, obviously it will be in the majroor case. Okay, that's why.
Kitabi. Why it is kitabi? Mubdal minhu, because zalika is majroor because of its being a mudaf ilayhi.
No.
MashaAllah.
Inshallah, for today I think we will stop here. And yeah, for you that you came now. I'm happy that you could find this stream. Inshallah, if it's something that you are interested in it, I'm always live Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, always around. We start the live around 6:30, 18:30, the European time. Okay. So inshallah, I hope to see you again around this time. And yeah, like always, what we try to do, we try to make half of the lesson. Sometimes, if we can try to finish all, we try to finish all. But always we'll break it into two. We break it into two, so to don't harden ourselves, to don't make it difficult to ourselves, because obviously it's something that we want to be good in it, want to master this language. So we'll take our time and study it carefully with purpose, inshallah. So with that said, thank you again for those of you that were in the live. Inshallah, I will try to buy a microphone, inshallah. So with that said, Assalamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh.